Yes guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I am going to be talking about androids. They've recently got a big buff and I believe they are the #1 team in the game. And I'm going to go through why I think that. You're going to have some gameplay on, as you can see on screen, and I'm just going to give you a list as to why I think androids are basically the top team in the meta right now, and why I think they're a good investment if you are looking to start building a team and you don't really have that many crystals, because I know there aren't many available right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. I do have a list on my phone that we're going to go through, and the first one is that they're covered in every color and they don't have any legendary finish units. Now that is a big positive. The fact that they don't have any LF units is very good, because you're not struggling to pull any of the units. You can use multi-Z power on every single one of them, and they're all pretty easy to pull. They're all going to have a 1% pull rate, and they have a few Zenkais, of course, right now, which is the next point I'm going to get into, and I'm going to break each one of those down. But they don't have any legendary finish units, so that's a very important thing to note when you're running an Androids team, is that you can actually use multi-Z power on every single one of the characters, and you're not going to have to worry about having them at 2 stars and facing 14-star Zenkai 7 units like Android 18, 16, and every other Zenkai 7 unit in the game. So stars aren't an issue with androids, and that's why that's one of the reasons why they're the top team right now. They've got the best tank in the game, who also heals and buffs the team and can do some insane damage. Android 16 is who I'm talking about, of course. He is incredible. He's a phenomenal tank, and he is not a must-have on the Androids team, and I'll get into why in a second, but he's a very, very good option, and he's a unit that you want to bring in most cases if you're coming up against maybe a Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or units that are very hard hitting and are obviously purple. He is the best unit that you can bring in that situation, because in my opinion he's slightly better than Zenkai 7 Buu as well, just because he has that ability to take a unit out like in no time with his ultimate, of course, because he does have that ultimate which can one-shot a lot of units, and of course he does die from it, but what you get out of that is you kill a unit in most situations, and you also get health for your whole team, and of course you get some damage buffs as well. So that's very, very good, and that's something that he does really well, and that's why he is one of the best units in the game, because he's the best tank. He can also support your team, heal the team, heal himself, and do some nice damage himself. So he's fantastic. And they also have, of course, the most oppressive and overall the best unit in the game right now, who is Android 18. That's what I'm talking about. She is a monster. She's so hard to fight against. Like literally, as soon as she lands a hit, the fight is pretty much over, and it's very hard to do anything about it, because as soon as you switch against her, she's going to get more draw speed, she's going to get ki, her combo's going to keep going. And as soon as she lands a hit, you're going to either be forced to switch or you're going to lose a unit, which is going to make you switch anyway. So it's a constant just switching units, and her getting ki and draw speed and damage buffs because she stacks damage with every strike card she lands. And it's just so hard to fight against. And it was already hard to fight against before the next unit that I'm going to talk about, which is Zenkai 21. Now that we do have Zenkai 21 in the game, it's just become a whole new level of toxicity. Android 18 has catapulted to the top of the tier list. Stay tuned for that video, because you'll have that very soon on the channel, where we'll obviously have the additions of the new LF Gohan, not Majin 21, the Good 21. We're also going to have the God Vegeta Zenkai and those kind of units. So if you want to watch that video, make sure you stay tuned for that. Leave a like if you are enjoying this one. Subscribe if you are new around here. And yeah, so basically Zenkai 21 is the main reason why 18 is now the first and best unit in the tier list, pretty much. She's just incredible, because she gives Android 18 the buffs that she didn't need, but who cares? Like, let's just give her more buffs. She gives her more ki on switch. She gives her damage buffs, 30% basically when she switches out, and she also gives her -20 to her blue card cost. She gives her 15% extra damage because she's an Android unit, and 20% to her blue card damage because she's a not actually. She doesn't give her that, because that's only for regen units, which is the next point I'm going to get into. Cell, Red Cell. This guy is a revival unit. It's the most unique mechanic we have in the game. He is absolutely fantastic due to the fact that, of course, he does have pretty much 2 lives. So it's like having 2 units in a way. And it's just incredible that the fact that she, like the blue 21, reduces his blue card cost. So he basically does that himself as well. So your blue cards are going to cost literally 0 at some points in the fight. If you manage to get past his first health bar, and then, you know, use some blast cards, he is basically going to have 0 cost on his blue card, and it's one of the hardest hitting blue cards in the game. It's ridiculous, and that's one of the many reasons that Android is, of course, #1 in the tier list of, you know, teams right now. I did make a teams tier list not long ago, and Android was 4th. Well, the new edition of Blue 21 has just sprung them to the top, and I did say it would because she is just incredible. So that's what I mean. It's just a one-of-a-kind unit that they have, which is the Revival Cell, and now that they have a strong color wheel in every single way, because the Evil 21 has been completely revived with this Zenkai 21, because she gets every single buff available from her. Key on switch, plus the key that she gets on switch. She gets a card when she comes in. She gets Blast Arts cost reduction, special move arts cost reduction. She gets damage increase and 50% key recovery, which Cell also gets, by the way, and he already has a 50% key recovery increase when he uses a green card before reviving. So basically it's just buff upon buff upon buff on this team. It's ridiculous, the synergy they have. Like, I'm having a hard time just remembering what each and every unit gets from the Blue 21, because she does something different for every single unit. So that's why I messed up before when I was talking about the you know, a team getting the blue card cost down and the damage up and all that kind of stuff. It's so many stats and stuff that it's a bit confusing, but basically the blue 21 buffs every unit on the team in a different way, and the purple 21 is the one that gets most buffs from her, because she gets every single one available. She literally gets everything. So she gets a damage increase, arts reduction, and she also gets the special move damage up. She gets literally the special move cost down, and the damage inflicted, the key recovery, everything. She gets absolutely everything. So she's kind of been revived with this because she's hitting very, very, very hard now. It's just great, and the fact that you also have a 2 team heals now with the deaths of Blue 21 and the Zenkai 16 is nice, because the team didn't have that. And one thing that they were missing, and now they do have, is a special cover change. Of course, they have cover cut with the Zenkai 16, which was already enough, but why not? Let's just give them a cover rescue, and not just 1 but 2, because Good 21, the new unit, has that, and she also benefits from every single buff that you get from the Blue 21, because she is an Android 21 unit. She has all those tags, but she's fantastic because she's actually a very good replacement for Android 16 if you don't have him Zenkai'd, because she just does absurd amounts of damage, has a great green card, and is very useful just for that cover rescue. You can get out of a Rising Rush or stuff like that, unless you're in the way of a unit like Jiren or Goji to Blue who do nullify cover change. You can get out the way of that with the Good 21. So that's a very nice thing that they've just been given, an extra, you know, option on the team, which is not as tanky, but she deals a lot of damage, and she has that cover rescue, which is something that Android didn't have. They didn't have any single special cover change on their core team, and that's changed now. So basically overall, and as you're seeing on these matches that you're seeing on screen, they have many options that you can run. I've literally used, I think, 3 or 4 different teams just in this video, like different trios for this showcase / you know, explanation video as to why they're the best team. And yeah, they've just got so many options, and they're very, very fun to use. The synergy is just incredible. Like, literally, if you look at the attribute upgrades that you keep getting with this team, it's ridiculous, and that's why I truly believe they are the #1 team. And that's pretty much what I have to say for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new around here, comment down below what your favorite team is and why. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. My recommendation is invest in Androids, because they're going to be at the top for a while. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.